What is up, Marvel Universe fanatics? It is Ash Rock back with another review. This is going to be on a Marvel Universe custom Lady Deadpool. First and foremost, got to give a gigantic shout out to the wonderful Jasmine. She is a subscriber of mine and a good friend from New York City. She hit me up a couple months ago. She said, "Ash, I made a custom figure I'd like to hook you up with, and I'm a big fan of your videos. You're so awesome. You're incredibly handsome. You're everything I need." And I'm like, "Whoa, calm down, lady." So. Again, I just totally made all that stuff up. None of that is true. She just basically said, "Hey, jerkface, do you want a figure to review?" And I said yes. So I'm very, very thankful. That's one of the greatest things about the community is people that look out for you. And I have no intention at all of ever asking people for freebies. I never ask really for anything, and people genuinely hook me up, and I'm very, very appreciative. A lot of people do it out of their heart. A lot of people do it because of the entertainment I bring with my reviews and stuff like that. And I do switch it up compared to other reviewers. Mine's a little more raunchy, a little more out there, a little more goofy. And I guess people appreciate that. So I'm very, very thankful. All my subscribers, all the new subscribers, all the fans out there that do this kind of stuff for me. It means the world to me. Stuff like this is really what makes the community, I think, strong and makes us kind of unite as one, as collectors, regardless of what you collect. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So thank you so much, Jasmine, for sending this out to me. So yeah, this is a custom Lady Deadpool. Absolutely awesome, dude. Now, to the naked eye and to the casual person, that you might say, well, okay, what's the big deal? It doesn't look like she did much. She put in a lot of work here. She did use an X-23 mold, from what she told me. And I have the X-23 here, which I'll show in a little bit, and I'll kind of showcase the differences and what she did and whatnot. I mean, but a lot of work went into this figure, guys. I mean, this is a true piece of art right here. It really is. So we'll start off with the paint apps. You know, obviously red being the main theme, similar to all Deadpool characters. You know, it's the Deadpool colors, red and black throughout, consistent. There is a little bit of brown there with the side pockets here, so you can see that. So pretty cool stuff there. And even over here, some brown there. The piece that holds her swords is also brown, so that's an attachment that she made. She sculpted a lot of stuff on this figure. We'll start off with the hair. The hair is sculpted, so she made that, and then she colored it blonde with some little bit of tint in there, as you can see, a little bit of black wash and stuff like that to kind of give it a different feel. She even sculpted and sanded down the head. You know what I mean? I mean, look at that work, dude. That's amazing work. And then the fine detail on the eyes, you know, with the black, having to cover it up like that, and the white popping out like that. Just so much work went into it. More brown on the belt. The symbol came out really, really clean. So real nice there. I mean, the amount of work that went into this figure is truly remarkable. And we'll compare it to the X-23 real quick. She stripped the little pieces here off. Obviously took off the blades. The hands came from a G.I. Joe figure, is what she told me, which gives the figure a little bit more articulation. You can see the hinge right there on the hand, so really cool. She attached this piece here. She molded these pockets on the side, molded some more over here. She obviously attached this piece as well. Let's see what else. The boots. You know, she removed the boots and removed these belt buckles. I mean, look at the amount of work and detail that went into this figure. And this was the second one she made. She made this just for me, which makes me feel so special. But it was really neat, man. And like I said, the little things for paint. I'm gonna give her a complete 5 out of 5. All the work that was put into this figure is absolutely phenomenal. We'll move on to the articulation real quick. So she's got a hinge up here, single jointed elbows. She's got a hinge wrist on the hand, which has never been seen on a female figure from Marvel Universe. Never seen a hinge on the wrist. Why? Because again, she used a G.I. Joe. I know that I jumped the ship on that one, jumped the gun on that one, but she used a G.I. Joe mold on that. Swapping out the hands and stuff like that. So I mean, really cool stuff. Double joint knees, hinge up here, upper thigh, She's got ankle rockers. This is a great mold that took some getting used to when I first got my first, you know, X23, which is the first female mold, because I felt like she had real long legs and kind of a short torso and stuff like that. But with certain figures like this one here, it looks really nice. With the Scarlet Witch, it looks nice. With the Medusa, it looks beautiful. With the Rogue figure, the new Rogue figure is absolutely awesome with the new mold. Still kind of bummed out that they didn't use the new mold on the Psylocke and Storm figure. Not gonna lie. Wow, did I just... No, she had a little something there. Sorry, okay. But anyway, so for articulation, I'm going to give her a 5 out of 5. I think she did... You know, usually when it comes to customs, I don't generally review articulation. But because she made the extra effort to put in the hinges here and just the amount of work that went into this is absolutely phenomenal. The final score on this figure is going to be a 5 out of 5. I think she put in so much work on this damn thing, guys. You know, when you look at customs, I think, in my eyes, I've always said customs are a piece of art, and in this case, it stands pat. It stands true. The fine detail that went into this, how much time, the amount, the ideas, like, okay, I'm going to replace the hands and put these hands on there so she have hinges, and then she could hold guns in her hands, because that's what Lady Deadpool does. And I'm going to put this little harness on her back so she could hold her swords, and the hair and everything. And the hair is removable as well. You know, all the little details on the pockets, on the sides, the belt buckle, and all the... It's absolutely amazing what you customizers do. And what Jasmine did here was absolutely awesome. Again, very thankful. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate it. Again, for me... I'm a very simple dude, and you know, I work my ass off, and stuff like this that community does and people do for each other is really what makes my day sometimes. It's those simple things, man, and this one right here is a prime example of that. So very humble, very thankful, and you know, I encourage all you folks to, I guess, you know, a little off the topic, but always try to pay it forward, man. You know, I don't mean to get all peaceful and start preaching to you guys. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day, but it's these little things like this that really make the community strong, and I encourage it. I try to hook up people as much as I can when I'm out there toy hunting, and when I have extra figures, I donate to people. I've hooked people up with some really good stuff, and that's what it's all about, man. Let's keep the community strong. So, speaking of the community, we will be going to C2E2 pretty soon, in 2 days, matter of fact. Slings of Web's coming in from Florida. He's going to be out here for a couple weeks. He's a Chicago native, so this is going to be really cool to meet him for the first time. He's crashing at my place for the 3-day weekend at the Comic-Con. Big Daddy Earl's coming through from Michigan. I got Steve O'Matic going, Negro at 2099, Chris Dowdy, Edgar Flores, Ralph's going, Marty McFly. I mean, we're going to be pretty damn deep, so there's going to be a lot of people going. If you live in the Chicagoland area, if you're coming in from out of town to go to C2E2 this year, which is going to be really awesome, some great representation from various third-party vendors, and just some really great artists and writers are going to be out there, and Artist Alley is phenomenal as well. Please hit me up. Hit me up on YouTube. If you're my friend on Facebook, hit me up on Facebook. Let's get together if you guys want to hang out with me, with the crew. It's going to be fun, man. Collectors Unite. It's going to be an absolute blast. We plan on having a little party at my house on Friday. If you're over the age of 21, you're more than welcome to join. And then on Saturday, we're going to go downtown Chicago, get some deep dish pizza, do the whole Chicago experience with some of the out-of-towners and some of the people, and we're gonna have some real fun. So I'm really excited. So again, if you're in the Chicagoland area, hit me up. Let's have some fun, and that's all I really have, man. So remember to laugh every day, and the next review will be a surprise, so stay tuned to that. There'll also be a Comic-Con video, obviously, and there will be an updated Danger Room video, which I plan on doing in the next week or so. So stay tuned to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, laugh every day. You guys have a good one. Peace.